Channeled message.
Telling somebody your heart hurts and you think about them all the time means nothing when your actions were vacant. Don't come back talking about how your heart hurts. Not after you stood there and watched it happen. It wasn't a misunderstanding. It wasn't confusion. It was a full view of something wrong unfolding in real time, and you did nothing. You stayed still. You watched someone be picked apart, lied on, isolated, turned into a target in front of people who knew better. People who had history. People who had access. People who had enough proximity to know exactly what was being done and still did nothing. Not that you were powerless, but you chose not to move, right? That is a part you want to soften. You chose not to move. You might want to call it, I didn't know what to do. But the truth is, you knew exactly what it would cost to do the right thing, yeah? And you decided it was too expensive. So, you let it happen. Worse than that, you adjusted to it. You let the environment train you into silence. You let comfort outrank truth. You let fear of being next keep you aligned with what was wrong. And some of you didn't just watch, you participated. Maybe not loudly, not publicly, but you participated. Even in the small ways that matter, agreeing with things you knew were false, withholding support when it counted, choosing distance when presence was required. If not required, at least anticipated, expected. Right? Throwing stones doesn't always look like aggression. Sometimes it looks like absence at the exact moment loyalty is tested. And you pass that test, just not in the way you're trying to pretend. Now, time has moved. The person you left to carry it survived it on their own. They bled without witnesses. They rebuilt without support. They dragged themselves out of something that should have broken them, while the same people who care stay quiet long enough for it to feel normal, right? And now you feel something. You feel it all in your chest. Your chest is tight, right? Now your thoughts are circling back. They keep circling back, circling back. Now you're uncomfortable with what you remember, what you recall, right? You're calling that love. No, it's not. It's exposure. It's guilt. It's your conscience. Because you can't unsee yourself in that moment anymore. You can't rewrite the part where you had a clear chance to stand up and you didn't. You can't erase the fact that even the nudges, the gut checks, the quiet moments where you knew this wasn't right and you ignored those too. So now you're left with it. And instead of carrying it where it belongs, you're trying to bring it back to the person who survived it. Like your guilt is something they should help you process. It's not. It isn't. They are not the place your conscience comes to be comforted. They are not responsible for helping you make peace with what you allowed. If anything, your presence now is a reminder of the exact moment they learned they were alone. So no, your heart hurting doesn't earn you access. Your heart hurting means nothing. It doesn't earn you understanding, and it definitely doesn't earn you relief. Because if you were being honest about where things belong, the pain of what happened belongs to the one who endured it. The consequences of survival belong to the one who carried it. But the guilt, right? The guilt, that stays exactly where it was created. With the people who saw, knew, and chose themselves anyway. If you need somewhere to take that, take it to God. I recommend. Take the whole unedited truth. What you saw, what you understood, what you ignored, and what you allowed. What you participated in. And sit in it without trying to redistribute it. Because there's nothing more dishonest than watching someone be broken in front of you, right? Doing nothing to stop it, right? And then returning later asking them to help you feel better about it. My God. That door doesn't open. Not after that. Not for that. Your heart hurting means nothing.
End of message.